Okie dokie artichokes. It is once again time to return to the non-metallic metal as soon as I can figure out a frickin' playlist that I want to listen to. I think we're going to go with some of this. No means no. Freaking unreal. Alrighty. Have everything to do. The only thing I'm missing is the camera control. And going to the live scene. Da, da. We have no cat cam because she. Excuse me as I finish cleaning up a little bit. Yeah. I have to remember that when I'm cleaning out these palettes sometimes. A little bit of isopropyl alcohol on these red grass games palettes. Blah. That is a tongue twister and a half when you say that. Really does help with the cleaning of it. All right. Old yellow, the red. Cloud sky stays, sun ray goes, white stays over there because it's the color that I'm going to reach for along with the cloud sky. These need to get put up into a box because I like. Now we are going to return to our non-metallic metal setup, which is these four colors. I also bit my inner lip and it sucks. Plastic gloves up because we're going to be hand holding this metal quite a bit, and I'm going to move the magnifying glass out of my way before I rate. So we're going to return back to what we were discussing with this model and the color choices that were kind of presented with sometimes. Following the directions provided by Fabrizio Russo, in reality, is one of the reasons why we're doing it this way. Because I do want to follow and match up a little bit with the box art over on my other screen. I am looking at some of the box art for Denbray. Right there. We're going to work on finishing up this last bit of the chain. And really what we're looking at tonight is going to be our balls or the chains around it. We've kind of stepped around quite a bit of it through different sessions. And I feel like I want to wrap this up and then kind of have some little hold moments and see where I want to go from there. But first, we got to do that. Now we get this and this. Get the paint shook up, nice. Good luck. Uh, oh, I mean, since I have two monitors now for the laptop, I can use it. Future, what? Oh, this thing. 1 second. What's up, sweetie? How are you? Hmm? Painting PDFs. Oh, son of a biscuit. I. Careful, sweetie. I need to download that stupid thing. Again. New computer, who dis? Re-download all the software. So, I am specifically looking for a page that I want to put in an empty spot. Give me 1 second. There it is. Zoom. Place. Get that squared away, get that squared away. Yeah. Now see every. This may or may not be a good thing. And as a word of warning, Katra is being extra vocal tonight, so there might be a lot more frustrations with the stream. If you randomly hear me get loud, I'm sorry. I don't think I quite understand the limiter and the upper range, just as an FYI. So we get our carbon black. Once again, get a little bit of it. We get some of our deep rusto. Once again, Got our morning sky once again. And we'll turn the cat cam on. He may be wanting to hang out. I'm not quite sure. I never know. We get our cloud sky. Again. We'll roll. I don't even feel like I'm ready to go yet. It's been a lot of. And can I not pretend it didn't happen? So, I need some more poster tack. I can already tell that. Um, this will be a pain in the rear to clean out at a later time. That's future me's problem. That's not current me's problem. I just want it in there a little bit tighter as I paint. So I could hang out on the model itself and I get an idea of what I need. Camera. It's black and purple. Pin it down. Instead of rush. And then we are going to get it down in a pin it down on the palette itself. I like how ground elements is telling me that. I'm just wanting to make sure that it's not. I get paranoid at times. Alright. So with some of our thin down, morning sky, add bits and bits more for black and wanting to get up to a gray-like color. Looking like that right there. On the top half of said nice pieces, we're going to focus color. Just a little truth. We're going to focus this on the top side of the case. We're going to get both sides of them. Just because. Mix in some more of my colors really quick. Because running out and drying out a little bit. I'm going to give me 1 second to lower my desk. Okay. I wanted to write a couple of notes down for ideas that I had. Quick. Yay, pen made it into the right spot. All right. Now that we're properly seated, colors again. Right now, I'm just trying to base coat and bring up initial layer on the top half. Excuse me. Base. And we're going to have fun layering up here. Bit of you. Oh, son of a biscuit. I haven't worn my watch all day. Be right back. And we are back. Sorry, I had to run really quick. It was bothering me. My weight. The weight in my arm was off, and it really messed. Oh, here. Yeah, we're just gonna messy base coating up a little bit more. Yay! Start bringing up. bit. Sorry about that. Been out of focus for a while. And really quick. Get in here. Or his ball. On the backside of the well, because it's primer. And now we're gonna lighten this up. So we play a slightly fun game about the top of this mace. Or the top of the flail. Play the game. I miss a bolt line. Answer is usually I missed. However, on this flail, I did not. I in fact not. Back on my second. thumb is forehead. So we're going to work between these two spikes right here a little bit more. We're going to try to get it squared away. So we add in adding sky until it becomes morning sky. From there, add in our friend cloud sky. Feel like we get too high up. And our deep Rusto, once again, are bringing it back down. I will definitely have to add a line in here. So then there we go. Gonna work around. Up and up some more. We go. Yay. Up and up we go. Morning sky. Highlight it more. Hold on. For the longest time, that used to actually stay on the frame before I switched to this black felt because it was too shiny. Oh, you're okay. You're okay. Trust me, you're okay. Uh, and I often forget. I often check myself. I look left and right, or I look to the right of my screen to try to make sure that I stay up. And when I'm sitting, I tend to find it easier that way. But you're probably right. I need to probably pull the Camera forward. Oh, really? Might have to figure out something to put on there. Hello, child of mine. How are you? What are you calculating? Oh, that's what your cat calculated. Instead of climbing up, she's going to literally. Sometimes she decides she wants to do pull-ups. Sometimes she doesn't. It really just depends. So there we go. That's a little bit better. Welcome in, Abel. I will have to battle the thing known as stream elements that does not want to work for me to save my damn effing life. Pretty sure at this point you could ask me. You could extend your life 1,000,000 years by working with stream elements, or you could die tomorrow. I'd be like, oh, I'm sorry, just shoot me. Just shoot me. Oh, you're all good. Welcome in and thank you for lurking in. It means a lot, even as a lurker. I thank you for that. Uh, yeah, maybe one day somebody will take video on. Actually, show me the YouTube video for setting up one of the stupid bot to do what it's supposed to do. Good evening, Kittler. I hope you are staying warm and staying precedent. I I have it set. Okay, hold on. Hold on. What are you doing, child of mine? You are extra sassy today? That is one of the goals. That is one of the goals, indeed. He does work for this, though. I have to tell there's a furry paw. It does work for this. And that, it even gives you the current playlist that I'm listening to. However, asking it to actually give me an alert in OBS has been an act of just utter amazingness. What's up? You want me to turn this on? Is there a red dot chasing around now? Goes round and round. Round and round it goes. Good evening. Welcome in. I will definitely keep that in mind and potentially reach out sooner than later and check out your stream as well. I'm curious to see how this exclamation pizza time works because I enjoy pizza a lot. It is a very favorite meal of mine. Too favorite of a meal. Welcome in, Bora Porkjet. Bora. Sorry, you're renamed now, Bora. I am futzing with the worlds of non-metallic metal, following the directions of this artist here, Fabrizio Russo. To paint up the Belmuth model from Chimera Models and the Fates of Tenbray. It has been a work, many works, many streams, art pieces, many pieces, creation and going, is that right or did I'm currently working between the two spike balls, how I want to tackle. Somehow, colors on my palette is able to get a very challenge and going right to get this to work the way that I want it to work sometimes. Been leaning a little bit more towards the blue, oldish blue tones up here. Highlight or shadow colors of my deep rusto and black. We go from there and see what happens. I feel that it is a very consistent piece, and I've kind of enjoyed it. I probably will not be turning to this methodology in the future when I paint on things. I found it challenging. In terms of painting, it's just this one has been slightly not mind bendy. It's just I feel like I'm missing the art book, what's going on with it. I will randomly ramble to myself. I do have a cat running around. Hear me talk to her. Talk back. I will often chat about most things. The experience. All of them dirty. Music is a very big piece of it. I decided not find a lo-fi playlist. One that I didn't find that wasn't just going to annoy the ever living crap out of me. I decided to switch up. Darren Korb soundtracks that Hades, Hades 2, Transistor, and that other one that he did. Bastion. I think there's more than I'm. But that video pretty interesting. Their rope, light, rope light, heck you call them. Randomly, I will. Well, uh, the next couple on Amazon Prime. I wonder how close they are reaching. So, in between, done yet? Here we have done. Here we have not. Yeah, we stopped again. This one is going to be hanging out. to get it to be a little bit more interesting. There's a lot of built-in texture. Flail reminded. Brain's like, it's a mace. Mace. Oh, it's not a mace. Not a mace. Finally goes, oh, what about the word flail? Brain goes, yep, it's definitely a flail now. Take this. Oh, no, it did not. I just imagined it. So, yes. I hope everybody is staying safe with our. So we create flail. Oh, brain fail. Let's use that word. Know what the word of today is? Right. Does it? Sometimes struggle with how much something, how far you feel like is what happens with me sometimes. Painting and I'm just rambling on and on and on and on and on and on and I don't know what I'm doing right now. I feel like most artwork should be. I feel like if it's structured, I feel like art. So on my palette, down on. There we go. Sorry about that. Oh, didn't look over at the bottom of the thing. I was just like, oh yeah, it's working just fine. It's just fine. It's fine. Inside of this, I might. Not quite sure yet. We're going to see how I feel once I get all the way around it. We're going to see how I feel. All about how. Right now, we're focusing on the kind of the top half of it, which is up to the spikes of the flail. Now I can a little bit some of the texture and shadows. Um, let those shadows I think you take a big yawn. What is this song? Paper Boots. Ashley Barrett. Give it a little rinsey loo. I did see you sneak in, Hitler. I'm stressing. I'm futzing with this a little bit more than I should. Probably normally would have, but seeing as it's kind of one of my very first types of fuss, boots with it a little bit more. Probably. I'm going to return back to get. See here in a second. That's one of the things that I essentially from the art book. Artist that painted the box art model from Chimera essentially used four colors to do metallic metal. Colors were carbon black, deep rusto, morning sky, and cloud sky. So reading through, he talks about using a mixture of black and deep rusto, and then mixes in more morning sky to create a medium gray. which sounds fine, I guess you could say. It's just, it doesn't, somehow, it's not always translating on my palate, because this is more like a dark to me. Really, how I see. You got to take it up in pieces. And one of the things that wet versus well aggressive talk about. Well, sometimes pigeon. Well, you can mess with your paint and layer it down on the base coat. But starting to build up your highlight color, well, doesn't well sometimes. I feel like personally, that's what that's where wet starts to come to take this experiment with Chimera for my personal taste. Um, for the record, I picked this up in the Kickstarter. I don't do anything on promotion. By golly, I am a terrible painter some days. Experimenting documentation of how he used non-metallic metal rather than struggling with what I had passed. So for this model, I have been. Oh, that's good. Most of the time, you can see my finger. Awesome. Good job. Yeah, sure. At some point, well, for a lot of non-metallic metal, I'd always been going with this kind of setup, and it variably succeeds in my mind's eye. So I've got a lot of work to do on her still. She will be the next bust that I tackle after I get him done. Once he's complete, I will. I will start working her more into. Right now, I'm scattering out between too many things. I'm sometimes stressing out a little bit. I'm making sure what I paint is somewhat enjoyable for viewers that I. My journey here on. Flail ball. Oh, goody, the Twitch app died. Sorry. I wanted to make sure. I like to have And we add in more cloud sky. Not cloud sky, morning sky. That's the color got added in. We a little bit more and more of said model. Uh, I bet we go. What I noticed on this side, sometimes I eventually push in colors. I feel like I'm going to have one stream, one long stream probably in the near. I just let's see on this all of the colors that I used out. We go. Let's pour them on. But tomorrow I call a new dishwasher. Hey, dishwasher. Add in more morning. Brush off really quick because you dropped it. Sounds weird. Agent. On, keep it on. You can definitely start seeing some of the texture pop up as I start stippling on colors and kind of model. Flail ball. Of the come back in anyway with the show. Or just kind of stipple in the dots and get the magnifying glass out and just push paint one little corners. All is acceptable. I am being a little. I'm trying to work around in bits. Started there, then just for myself. And now I am ready for once again here, so I can mix it in bit by 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 bit. Bit by bit by bit by bit. Take a drink of water. Wanted to make sure that someone wasn't in trouble. Oh. Oh, come on. My boots are pretty dirty. Yay! All right. Now, the desk on this standing. The exact same thing we had been doing. We're going to take some of our cloud sky that's been found. We're going to mix it into our morning sky mix. Start working that around. Each pass that we add in our morning sky, then of the previous layer showing through bit by bit. Mm-hmm. Little bits more and more. You can start to see here on the split side kind of the difference. And add sky. And we might need to use some black to temper it. And seasides. But I'm gonna use it. Get it to be a little bit more white. And survey says kind of. Let it dry for a second. Take a drink of water. But first, make sure you hydrate. We must always hydrate. We have dipped once again into freezing temperatures. Yay. For the top part here, I've done a little bit more with gray white, and the bottom parts I have not. So we'll work on that now. Hello there. Welcome in, oh soft malt. How are you doing? Staying warm, staying cool, and hopefully having a good day. It is going slowly. It is going extremely slowly. That was about an hour and a half. This is about an hour's work right here. I'm currently working on trying to get it a little bit. Yeah. Just waiting for it to dry. Waiting for it to dry. Trying to use a little bit of black and cloud sky to get me back into a grayer tone than I had been on this piece. Everything is a work in progress until it's not. I was lamenting at the beginning of the stream tonight, actually, that depending on how far I get with the flail balls, because it's the last bits that I have to paint, go around this side and this side. Possibly just dedicating a longer stream to the last minute futs of the model, seeing where I end up at. This figure has been a long labor that I started back in October. I restarted this stream. I'd like to not lose the thunder that I have with. Currently, my work in progress list is Belmuth. I have Jewels in progress as well. I have the Big Child's Creative Cat the Witch. And 3 fantasy steampunk miniatures. I don't do much Warhammer. I stick primarily to the fantasy realm. D&D type stuff and whatever catches my fancy. I currently have in my 2B this is my also working finished box. I got Batman the Animated Series miniatures that I need to put a clear coat on. Put in the box. IDW, Shadow of the Bat. I have Borderlands, the Arena of Badassery. Bones 5, Bones 6, Signum Games, their Fox collection that I have primed up, but I have not started yet. One of the reasons why I haven't done them is because it's a lot. I am primarily, so this is technically the first/second bust that I have done. The first one I started was Jules. I started her last year, and I never quite finished her. I was struggling a bit with how I wanted to tackle some of the non-metallic metal around here, and I thought it would be fun to pick up this guy and work a bit on him and follow an art book direction that talked about how to paint him up to match the box art. So since October, when I restarted the stream, that's what I've been doing slowly. Naval Diorama Builder. Interesting. Interesting. So do you do a lot of UV resins with that, or do you do epoxy? Or have you considered those? Too expensive. That's fair. I understand. Miniature base painting tends to be not in the same vein as dioramas all the time, but it uses a lot of the same elements. I did recently recreate or redo parts of my office, so I could organize and figure out what I did and did not have. I understand. I did at one point pick up Child 3 Arthurian Legend miniatures, which was 32 millimeters. Um, I considered for the Lady of the Lake doing a resin base, and I have the resin bottle. I was all prepped to work on that figure last year, and then life happened. I know a lot of people that do use air drying clay actually for um, miniature bases themselves too. Fire class at ReaperCon one year. Now that almost looks like it's the same. But it, can you explain how it breaks with drying? Curious to me. I'm a very curious individual too. My basing lacks a great deal. Oh, okay. One of those things that we talk about. Yeah, of course. How do you fix Hero Quest? Fix it with more Hero Quest. How do you fix broken clay? You add more clay. We apply the engineer rule. Does it move? Yes or no? Is it supposed to move? Yes or no? Oh, it's not supposed to move? Apply duct tape. It's supposed to move? It's WB-40. Or Crud Buster, or whatever you want to call it. Um, I know some people use insulation foam. Look at the it's Eons at Battle. He does it a lot when he does his massive Warhammer boards. He'll get like the chunks of that, like the insulation boards, and he'll stack them on top of each other, and then he'll start to cut away. It looks okay-ish, I guess. Um, for me, I don't really care for the terrain building of the like battlefields. He usually does that for like an entire board. And it's like, all right, that's I guess cool. It's not always my cup of tea. Yeah. Um. So for like the open sea, I would imagine you'd want to try to get in some crashing waves or some surf, some kind, if you wanted to have like one of the diesel subs merging. Or if you wanted to have, you were trying to recreate, the closest I can think of is the scene from Down Periscope, where they wanted to bottom the boat on purpose to hide for a while. That's good. Now the goal is to make this and replicate it over here. The shrimp, the shrimp tails in the water. That's what you said. No, you said shrimp tails in the water. That's dang sure. Oh, I need to do that really quick. Sorry. Huzzah! Works. I need to reset up that timer on stream elements to make it do it every so often. I don't have to. At one point, I had Nightbot doing. Nightbot did not want to do it. Enjoy your night. Thank you for the follow, and have a good night's rest. May you have pleasant dreams and sleep well. Mm-hmm. You're definitely going to go back to the balls. Work on finishing the bottom side for these guys. I take a drink of water. Oh. Uh, uh, hmm. Lord Hoyle hasn't gone live, huh? Oh, itchy eye. Oh, my beard itches. Those are the worst times when you're starting to like highlight and get fine detail going. You're like, hmm, now that itches. Definitely in it to read like the other side does. That's a problem for another night. Currently, we're making our way around more and more. All right. So, I'm curious. Here, rinse up my brush really good. Move these aside because I need to make sure I clean them before I call it a night. Help prevent that from happening. But once you get it wet, it returns nice and sharp. All right. Now I'm going to get a sharp round brush. Color here. Thin it out. I really want to create that shadow between what's kind of curious to see how I want to address some of this. Here's why are you ringing? All right. So we are going to pick up a brush for just a little bit more. Just trying to figure out how I want to force the shadows in. Seeing if I need to do as much work here, just get the colors to kind of line up on the same hue. I'm just thinking out loud to myself as I'm kind of doing it. Now I need a shadow. And you can really see the difference between the right and the left. With just that one little shadow line. I'm thinking I don't need to do as much on this side as I did on this side. Shall be interesting. But I am starting to yawn an excessive amount. I need to wind myself down just a smidge, stretch, and enjoy the fact that it will be ice tomorrow outside, so I will not be going outside. Ha 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 ha! Screw you, Mother Nature, and your ice storm. Core or whatever you're called. Um, so I'm just using some brush soap. Brush and cleaning it off really quick, wiping off the towel, putting it back up on my little hangy. I am going to start winding down and calling it a stream. I thank you all for tuning in and participating with me tonight. It means a lot that I am able to have this small amounts of traction. Thank you so much for tuning in. Much, but it means a great deal. Thank you ever so much. Good night, good fight, and good luck.